I know who killed Laura Palmer. What? No. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm awake. Yeah, no, this is Mr. Lobo. Oh, Joe Cena. Yes. Thanks again for getting Miss Mittens and I into the Monsterpalooza convention. Yeah. No, we're definitely going to shoot some promos today for the Monster Channel, for sure. Of course we're coming in the last day. Yeah, we're having such a great time so far. We met lots of fans and vendors, shaking hands and hugs and sharing microphones and touching things that were touched by thousands of other people. Yeah, eating junk. Yeah, we're having a great time. Great time. We almost have enough for an entire episode. Excuse me. We almost have enough for an entire episode. What? One of the real celebrities left early and they're giving us their table? Oh, this is great. I've got all my stuff, my DVDs and my Blu-rays and bobbleheads and what do you mean I don't sound very good? No, I'm not coming down with something. I just waking up. Mr. Lobo's throat is just a little hoarse from talking all day on Friday and Saturday. Oh, you lined up some of the big celebrities to interview? All right. Well, just let me hop out of bed and get some coffee. All right, I'll be fine. Okay, I'll see you in a few. Okay. All right, come on, Miss Mittens. All right, we got to go. All right. We're going to be late. It's day 3 of Monsterpalooza. G. Larry Butler's offered to take us out to breakfast. Okay, so let's go. Uh-oh. I don't feel very good.
You are under my power. Look into the hypnotic eye. Time now to enter Mr. Lobo's domain. Look out! Open your mind to the possibility that they're not bad movies, just misunderstood. You're not dreaming. You're watching cinema. Insomnia.
This is Mr. Lobo, and I'm here at Monsterpalooza in beautiful Pasadena, California. This is an enormous event that happens every year. I think this is their 75th year of or something. I don't know. We'll check the facts on that. If you love monsters, if you love mayhem, if you love serial killers that have their own movies, this is the place for you. If you collect masks, if you collect toys, I think everybody had that movie, that first blush, that first kiss, that first scare that got them fascinated, that got them hungry for more and more and more. This started as a relatively small event, people who just like to trade and collect models. Hey, Larry Butler, come on in here. Look at this, the stars are out tonight.
Hi, folks.
G. Larry Butler.
That's me.
Of Frankenstein versus the Creature from Blood Cove and the Double D Avenger and so many more. Pan Man.
Oh my God, the list is endless.
The list is endless.
Yeah.
How many films do you think you've been in?
250 plus. Yeah,
That's
something
incredible.
like that.
We love seeing you in everything.
I just did a movie called Skate to Hell, where I kind of acted like John Carpenter, and I was a look-alike, act-alike, had to study tape on him and everything.
Oh wow!
And
so you're acting like John Carpenter.
Yeah, actually, they made me up to look exactly like him.
Wow.
I had the mustache, the ponytail, and all of it. So.
Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah. I want to see you as John Carpenter.
I know.
That's amazing.
Hopefully we don't get sued.
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite person to do?
Yeah.
I did Johnny Most for the winning time for the Lakers for 2 seasons. And he kind of talks like this. The whiskey voice and cigarettes, they'll do wonders for you.
That's hurting my throat.
I know, just to think about
yeah,
it.
just thinking about it. Yeah. Do you do this show every year, or?
I try to do different ones, but my God, the crowds are it's like the fall of Saigon.
It is. It's incredible. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. Yesterday we were here, and usually, it's like we just walk into a convention, it's like we got our passes, and they're like, oh no, there's the line right over there, just to get in through the doors, and I'm like, okay, well it goes down the block. Oh no, well it goes down the other block.
Right.
Okay, well it goes around a little more. It was like 5 blocks long.
Amazing.
But to their credit, they kept everybody moving, and they got everybody through, and everybody got their full body cavity search and their skin graft and
lot
the
of people
laser
come just for
scan.
that.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Anyway, we want
Yeah.
you in Pan Man 2.
You want Mr. Lobo and Pan Man too?
I just talked to Tim Polari,
wow,
the director producer.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to be in it.
Oh, that would be
that's-
fantastic.
That's going to be starting probably the end of the year.
Okay.
We have a wonderful role for
Yeah,
you.
because we got to get in a movie together.
Yeah.
Larry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I did one of your programs.
Oh yeah, we've
long time
used
ago.
that in a couple programs because we did that wonderful PSA for transplant awareness. Do you remember when we
yes,
made that?
yes, that's right. Yeah.
And so
That
you've
was-
been in a couple of we've snuck you in a couple of the episodes here and there. Well,
So anyway, can't wait
always
to work with
always
you.
wonderful
Absolutely.
wonderful to see you. G. Larry Butler, Sir G. Larry Butler, actor of all sorts of movies, B movies and movies that monster lovers love.
Where do you get the cavity search? Is it?
Oh, the cavity search is right over there. Yeah, someone will help you with your pants. All right. Okay. So we've already started it off with an interview. Why don't we see what's going on with everyone else here at Monsterpalooza?
Are you quite comfortable, Petra?
Sure, Doctor.
You're not afraid?
I ain't got no reason to be afraid.
Yeah, that's right, Petra. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing at all. There, did that hurt?
No, that was just like a pin sticking me. How come I have to have these straps on, Doc?
Well, you see, Petra, I'm trying a new formula. I wouldn't want you to make a sudden move and fall off the couch. Now, don't worry. It'll only be for a little while. How do you feel now?
I feel just like I always did when you stick me with that thing. I'm kind of sleepy. I want to sleep now.
That's right. Go to sleep. Gentlemen, I wish you were here to see the proof of my claim. The transfusion of blood between different species is possible. A few moments ago, Pedro was a man. A harmless, good-natured man. Look at him now. He's no longer human. He's a wolf. Snarling, ferocious, lusting for the kill. You're looking at a scientific miracle, gentlemen.
You're a madman, Cameron. Your claim is ridiculous.
That's exactly what you said in the newspapers, isn't it, Professor Blaine? That I was a madman, not fit to occupy a science chair at the university. Perhaps you'll change your mind one day, soon, when Pedro tears at your throat.
Poppycock.
You may laugh if you want to. But look. Even now, he'd like to be at his work. My catalytic agent has brought about a complete transition from man to wolf.
Your crazy experiments are a disgrace to science.
Yes. Those are the very words you used in denouncing me to the faculty. Professor Fitzgerald. Science. What do you know about science? You with your hidebound dogmas and shriveled mind that refuses to recognize progress.
What has progress to do with your foolish tampering with nature?
I'm glad you asked that question, Professor Hatfield. You also were one of those stupid fools who raised their voices against me. You're aware, of course, that this country is at war. That our armed forces are locked in combat with a savage horde who fight with fanatical fury. Well, that fanatical fury will avail them nothing when I place my new serum at the disposal of the War Department. Just picture, gentlemen, an army of wolfmen, fearless, raging, every man a snarling animal. My serum will make it possible to unloose millions of such animal men. Men who are governed by one collective thought, the animal lust to kill without regard to personal safety. Such an army will be invincible, gentlemen. Such an army will sweep everything before it.
Your scheme is too utterly fantastic, Dr. Cameron.
You're fools, all of you. Poor, blind fools, especially you, Dr. Warwick.
Assuming that what you say is true, how would you control these wolfmen?
I perfected an antidote that induces the return of immediate normalcy.
And I suppose that it would be an easy matter to round up 1 million wild animals and administer an antidote. No, Cameron, you're mad. Stark, raving mad. And I, for one, am in favor of...
Silence! I'm not interested in your imbecilic mouthings. You all of you demonstrated your lack of vision by demanding my resignation from the faculty. Well, you accomplished your purpose. You cast me out. You robbed me of everything that I held most dear in life. Position, honor, respect. You branded me as a madman, held me up to ridicule before the whole world. But now it's time for my revenge. Pedro will see to that. Now you shall pay for your folly. There's no escape for any of you. You shall die one by one at the hands of the scientific marvel that you scoffed at.
You can't intimidate us with fantastic threats.
You're a faker, Cameron, a mad faker. We'll have you ostracized by every scientist in the country.
There are institutions for madmen, and we'll see that you're confined in one.
You will see, gentlemen. You will see.
Hello. Hi. Now, where do the people with wristbands go?
So for you guys can either go within that line over here.
Okay, this line over here.
If you're picking up, like let's say, like if you picked it up online, you would go to that one.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So this is where over here, I guess, is this line, is where the people where the wristbands go, which I guess is where we'll go. Here's where we were yesterday to get this. Look at this line over here. Wow. I got to talk to this guy. Did you get off work just for this?
No, they sent me down here because the boss is here, you know? And I don't know, they just send me down here with a couple of other guys. We have to, I guess, protect them or something.
You have to protect them? Protect them from a chicken emergency?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm coming all the way down from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Is that true?
No.
Oh, no.
But
Wow.
let's just say it is, you know.
All right, let's just say it's true.
Yeah.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, is this your first Monsterpalooza?
No, this is, I want to say the third one. I was here in 2022 when they first, you know, lifted the COVID and everything. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, it seems like it gets bigger every year.
Oh, yeah, it does. This is the first time I showed up pretty early to get in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to have that standing in line experience.
Yeah, but all the way up here, though, because last year I was way, way down there on the other side.
We've done that line before, so, well, you have a good time here tonight.
Likewise, buddy.
All right, let's see who else we can talk to here.
Doing an announcement in the news.
Hey.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, you want me to talk to you? I'll talk to you, sir.
What's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Wait, you got some long tentacles or something in your bag.
Yeah, that's my children. Here, let me show you.
Oh, wow.
There's one.
Oh, look at this. Wow. Oh, boy. Look at this. It's like a lollipop.
Giant-sized lollipop.
A giant lollipop.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Once he gets a hold of you, that's it.
We can't. Now we got an X rating because they showed you this side. Wow, that's amazing.
How you doing
sir.
today?
I'm
Doing good?
I'm doing great. We're having a great time. You love monsters, obviously.
Yes, I do.
Where did you get these space huggers?
These space huggers, I had a mold and I made them.
You made them?
Yeah.
You made these?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It took me a long time.
So what
the mold,
what is this made out of?
This is like a poly resin. Really nice. Usually you get the pieces by pieces and you start making it and then you cut it. See, as you can see, I had them small each one.
That's amazing.
So it took
now,
me some time.
How long have you been making stuff?
Man, I've been making stuff for almost 35 years.
35 years. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, you do beautiful work. That's
Thank
great.
you very much. I got another one.
You got another one in here, huh?
He's curled up his tail.
Oh, I see. Look at that. He's a little shy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That one's about to jump. That's why he's like that.
He's ready to. Wow, this is amazing. This is incredible. That's great.
Thank you so much.
So you are you hoping to sell these or what?
Oh no, I'm hoping to get them signed.
Oh.
They're doing Alien Romulus.
Okay.
So the directors are here. So I'm hoping to get them signed.
You want to get a face hugger signed today.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
good luck to you. I hope
Thank
you
you
get
so
them
much.
signed. Yeah.
Yeah,
And if they don't get them signed, just release them. Just get them right on their
They'll
face.
get right on their faces.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's cool. Hi, how's it going?
Sweetheart, how are you?
Oh, hey, darling. What's going on?
Oh, not much.
Are you a big Monster fan?
Oh, no, not at all.
No, not at all. You were here accidentally, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I go way back to Nosferatu and Vampire.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
so
way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love the old horror movies.
I love this shirt with Elvira and the Tarman.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, where'd you get that shirt?
Oh, I got it online.
Oh, well, perfect. Well, looks like the line's moving.
Thank you.
Have fun. All right, hi. Looks like the line is moving here. Have fun today, everybody. Finally, they're letting people in. Look at that. Look at all these people. Look at that. Hey, oh, look at that. A lot of dangerous characters here.
At Los Pollos Hermanos, we know only the best will do for you and your family. What does family taste like? In your heart, you know it's the best ingredients, the spiciest spices, all prepared with love and care, and always delivered with a friendly smile. That's the Los Pollos Hermanos promise.
Come in and try our new curly fries. We are so sure you'll like them. And if you don't, they're on me.
Los Pollos Hermanos. Taste the family.
I'm Dr. Lazaroff from Frankenstein versus the Creature from Blood Cove.
And I'm Mr. Lobo, the host of Cinema Insomnia. Today we've joined forces to tell you how organ donations and transplants can transform lives.
Are you still on the waiting list for a brain?
Ouch. Yeah, I might get one after the wizard gives you a heart.
Touché.
Anyway, find out how you can register to donate today.
Or do what you can to increase organ and tissue donation, education, and awareness.
Somehow we kind of got back on point. That was sort of okay. Should we do it again?
Nah.
Gonna be a great day.
Get on that horse! Woo! Yeah!
Oh, listen, man, it's this boring. It's got some kind of unholy power, dude. It can send people straight to hell.
My head was somewhere else.
Let me out of here! You got me into this, didn't you? Maybe you can get me out then.
We're here for one reason and one reason only. To find my son.
Cut, cut, cut! Damn it to hell! Take it from the top.
Mean cut. That was pure cinema.
I can't believe that old dusty fool Jim Seamstress is back to making films again.
Who would watch a movie like this? You would have to be insane!
So, do you think the large should be more? Nah, make it the same price. Same price.
Oh no! I fell back to sleep. Owie! Oh, again. I have to show those eggheads at Monsterpalooza that I belong there. They'll see. They'll see. I shall have the entire Monster Kid community groveling at my feet. Oh, my head. How do I keep myself awake? I can't afford to be sick right now. I know. We'll do the Cadillac oath. Okay, please assume the position, whatever. Okay. I, as an imitated member of the Sleepless Kites of Insomnia, do solemnly swear to attend the Monsterpalooza, the whole Monsterpalooza, and nothing but the Monsterpalooza. So help me, Mr. Lobo. You may stand up. All right, let's go. What are you watching, Miss Mittens? Mad Monster? No wonder I fell asleep.
How long have I been asleep?
Oh, about an hour, I should say. How do you feel?
I got a terrible headache, and I had some kind of an awful dream. I was running all over the countryside, chasing people and trying to kill them. What does a dream like that mean, Doctor?
Oh, that doesn't mean anything. You just had a nightmare, that's all.
But why should I be trying to kill people? Even in my dreams, I ain't got nothing against nobody.
Well, let's not talk about it anymore. Go to bed. Our work's done for tonight.
All right. Miss Lenora.
Good evening, Pedro. Well, Night Owl, I was just coming down to find out how much longer you're going to work. Do you realize how late it is?
No, I didn't. I was so absorbed in my work.
Oh, we did a lot of work tonight, and I slept almost an hour, and I had the awfulest dream.
Go to bed, Pedro.
Yes, sir, Doctor. Good night, Miss Lenora.
Good night, Pedro. Dad, what kind of experiments are you doing that you need Pedro?
Oh, he just helps me in the laboratory, moving the heavy things around. He's a very strong man, is Pedro.
How much longer are we going to be here, Dad?
Why?
Because the place gets on my nerves. I hate it.
Your hating it has nothing to do with being separated from that young reporter friend of yours, has it?
It has. And I want to know when we're going back to the city.
Very soon now, dear. My work's practically finished.
What was that?
What?
Well, that noise. It sounded like a wild animal howling. And I heard the same thing last night.
Oh, that's probably some dog in the neighborhood. Dogs do howl, you know. You mustn't let things like that upset you. Now, come along, dear. Even a scientist needs some sleep. I shall sleep very soundly tonight.
Good morning, Pedro.
Good morning, Miss Lenora. I was hoping you'd come to the garden this morning. I got something for you.
Oh, they're lovely. Thank you.
I'll pick some for you every day if you like them.
Well, that's very kind of you.
What's the matter, Miss Lenora?
Pedro, I don't like this place.
No, I guess you feel about this place the same as I do. I'm afeard of it, especially at night when the mist comes up out of the swamp. Of course, it's all right when the sun's shining like it is this morning.
Are there any wild animals around here?
Oh, yes, there's lots of them. How come you ask?
Oh, I was just curious. Say, Pedro, what do you do when you work with Dad in the laboratory?
Well, I don't rightly know. Besides, I ain't supposed to tell nothing. Your pop made me promise.
Oh, well, you can trust me. I wouldn't tell anybody.
Well, No, I ain't saying nothing.
Morning, dear.
Good morning, Dad.
You sleep well?
Yes, very well. Well, look at the flowers that Pedro gathered for me.
Very pretty. I'm afraid you'll have to give up your gardening for the time being, Pedro. I want you in the laboratory.
But, Doc, if I don't keep at this stuff, how am I ever going to make it look pretty? And I like pretty things.
We shall leave this place long before you're able to beautify it. Gardening really isn't very important. Come along with me. Now, Pedro, I see you're waiting for me.
You scared me, Doc.
Scared you? Why? You mustn't be so jumpy. You're as nervous as that wolf.
He sure is nervous, all right. I've been sitting here for a long time watching him, and he ain't been still a minute.
All right, lie down, Pedro.
Are you going to strap me down again tonight, Doc?
Well, certainly. It's more necessary tonight than ever before.
Gee, it must be great to be educated. I wish I had a lot of book learning so I could understand what this is all about.
Fortunately, you don't need education or intelligence for your part of the experiment. Just strength. Animal strength. Now lie down and we'll get to work.
So I believe this is the third time's the charm. I believe this is our line that we're supposed to be in for our wristbands. Hello. Hi. I love your costume.
Thank you very much.
Could you tell us a little bit about your attire?
This is a mask made by a creator on Instagram called Noria. I just appreciate the work and wanted to buy one.
It's beautiful work. It kind of reminds me of Batra a little bit.
Oh, heck yeah.
A little bit of Batra, almost like if Batra went to Mardi Gras or something.
Oh yeah. It has UV paint on it, so it glows in the dark.
That's great. Good for parties, right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Is this your first Monsterpalooza?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, I hope you have a wonderful time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so too.
Good talking to you. Can you see my hand?
Yes.
I'm reaching it. I'm reaching out.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right. Yeah, nice seeing you. Boy, that's a great mask. Love it. Love it. Hi, how are you?
How's it going?
Hi, how you doing? Let's see here. Another Elvira fan. Another Elvira fan.
Yeah.
The Mistress of the Dark.
Yes.
She's the best, right?
That's it.
Did you ever watch her on TV?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Grew up with her.
Grew up with her. Didn't we all? Yeah. We learned a lot about ourselves watching Elvira.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Still, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool.
Seen her over there at the other place. Got signature from her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the best. You have any other horror hosts that you like?
It's like I said, all of them. You know.
All of them. All the horror
Bela
hosts.
Lugosi. You know?
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Boris Karloff.
Yep.
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price.
Yeah. All the best.
Yep.
Right. We're really lucky that those guys work so cheap because we got to see them in 200 movies.
Exactly.
Thank you. Yeah. See ya. Let's see here. Wow, look at this. Hi, how are you? Are you mute or do you talk? Oh, wait. Oh, wow. That's great. You have a lovely singing voice. Hope you have a great show. Hi, how are you? You are keeping this place secure, I can tell. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. No. They're giving tumblers away. How cool is that? Wow. Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you guys?
We're doing great. So someone just gave you a tumbler, huh?
Yeah.
So is this a thing that happens?
I guess.
Have you ever gotten any free stuff at Monsterpalooza before?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
This is my first time here, actually.
Oh, your first time here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell me about your costume.
I based it off of Slipknot mainly.
Okay.
And I wanted to go with like a post-apocalyptic clown type of look too.
I think you got it.
Yeah.
I think you achieved it.
Yeah.
And then I see you've got your cowboy friend. Is it sort of like the Purge or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from the first Purge, yeah. Exactly.
First Purge? Yeah, awesome. Very cool. You guys look great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Unbelievable.
Oh, there's nothing worse than having a cold at night. I'd lie there and all stuffed up. I'd toss, wide awake and sniffing. I couldn't get comfortable. Punch the pillow and sneeze. Tickle in my throat. Dead tired and miserable. Who can sleep with all that going on? Then I discovered this new cold medicine, NyQuil.
New NyQuil, powerful cold medicine you sip at night, fights all your worst cold miseries for hours, so you can get to sleep.
I relieve my sniffles, my sneezes, runny nose, and my scratchy throat, my cough, my aches and pains. Best of all, I can get what I really want, some sleep. That way I'm worth something in the morning.
Try new NyQuil, the night fighter from Vicks.
It's got everything.
This is L.A. Public and bikini gals are a dime a dozen.
What was that?
Sounded like a wolf.
You have seen too much.
What the hell's going on?
How long do you intend to keep us as hostages?
What we're doing here is for the benefit of world peace.
You can't control this monster, Doctor! Ah! A baby! Release the girl!
In a war of terror, the ultimate terror wins.
Hey, stranger, who I've never met before in my life.
Never once.
No. Is this your first Monsterpalooza?
No, I've been to all of them.
I had a feeling.
I've been to every single one of them.
Now, they used to do models and masks, right? Did they start with models initially, and then they did the masks? And
Well,
you can tell
it
me.
was initially artwork by effects people like myself.
Oh, okay.
What we did on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's now, and it was in the Burbank Convention Center at the Marriott, and now it's grown into this.
It's enormous.
Yes, it's huge. Love it.
I mean, we stood in that line yesterday to get our wristband, and it was like 5 blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It winds back there forever. I mean, I got here after it opened, and I still waited in line for well over an hour.
Is there someone who you're really excited to see today?
Looking forward to seeing my friend Juliet Landau, and always looking forward to Norman Cabrera.
Awesome.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm representing.
Oh, look at that. Very good. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciated your fine work on the movie.
Thank you.
And it's so cool to see you here. You know?
It's great to see you.
Unbelievable. This, of course, is Cato De Stefan, right? Or De Stefan.
De Stefan.
I always mispronounce it. I'm apologizing.
Everybody does. It's
De
fine.
Stefan. I have actually run into a couple people who are already excited about A Blind Bargain.
That's awesome.
So we're representing too.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like we got to really push. It's going to be a good movie.
It is. A lot of great stuff in it.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of great style. A lot of great characters. A lot of fun. Can't wait.
Looking forward to it. And it was great because I got to meet you.
I got to meet you too. Yeah, we're holding it down for the Monster Kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And after we filmed the stuff with Hugo, I mentioned it to one of my friends. He's got his Hugo at his booth, and right next to him is a guy selling pins and T-shirts of Hugo.
Oh, wow.
So, of course, that's going to be a purchase today. I have the pin.
Yeah.
I have to get the T-shirt.
All right, definitely.
Just wish it was in black.
The Hugo fan club is in force here.
Cult
at
of
the
Hugo.
show.
The Cult of Hugo.
Cult of Hugo.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful time.
Hope you do as
great
well,
seeing
man.
you.
Great seeing you.
Look at this. Line's finally moving. I'm going to see if we can find the end of it.
One that's going all the way around the building.
No, it's not.
So,
No, it's
yeah.
not. All right, thanks, Cato. We'll see
See you
you.
later, man.
fill up quick. I never seen anything so awful in my life.
What are you talking about?
Something took after me down in the swamp.
What was it?
I don't know whether it was a man, a beast, or old Satan himself.
Have you been drinking?
Not a drop, so help me. I let him have both barrels of my shotgun, but that never even slowed him down.
No, you can't kill him no ways, except with a silver bullet.
I'm telling you, it was something awful.
Pedro! Lie down on that couch. Lie down!
I've been walking in my sleep again.
Yes, you have. You'd better go to bed.
I'm sorry if I made a nuisance of myself. I wish I wouldn't walk in my sleep like that, because I have such bad dreams.
Don't be upset about your dreams, Pedro. You've been of great assistance to me tonight. Very great assistance. In fact, I'm going to reward you by taking you to the city with me.
You mean I can go along with you and ride in the car?
Yes, and while we're in the city, we'll make calls together. First, we will call upon a pompous gentleman called Blaine. Professor Blaine. This is Mr. Lobo, and I'm here with Paul and Linda Watson. Old school.
That's right, from way back.
From way back, from Northern California, Vacaville, or where? Yeah, Vacaville area.
Yeah.
Wow, represent Vacaville. Is this your first Monsterpalooza?
Oh no, we're veterans.
You're veteran.
Yeah, this has been going. This is probably our fifth one.
Fifth Monsterpalooza.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
it's not easy. My feet hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's it. We're just heading back to the hotel.
It is very interesting. You see tons of different people dressed up. You see different stars. It's great. It's a great convention.
It's incredible. It's a lot of artistry.
Yes, a lot of artistry.
Oh, that's 95% of the fun, I guess.
Yeah. Did you get into the museum?
Yes. Yeah. We got to go again though because you missed it.
You don't see everything. They kind of push you through.
Yeah, they push you through. And then when we first went in, it was so packed we couldn't really get to look at everything.
Oh, you're definitely going to have to go back if you can.
Yes.
Are you here for all 3 days?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You guys are hardcore.
Yep. We arrived on Friday and we check out on
Oh,
Sunday.
For sure, yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, it's great to see you both. It's great to see a couple of Insomniacs here in our midst.
Absolutely. Yes. I can't do the eyes.
Yes.
I can't do the eyes.
I can't do it and hold the microphone. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to need to do that by the end of the
Yeah, just to stay awake. Yes, we'll have to commit to doing the oath. I love we've got our bouncer here to keep people from walking in front of Aaron's camera.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, VR Commander's got us covered. Yep, he's protecting our interests.
Yes.
But it's wonderful to see you both. We've had such an amazing time. There's been so many people who have just come up and found us, and it feels really good. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Welcome back to California for visiting.
We'll have to make a habit of it.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, we'll have to do more and more of it because we had a great time. We had a great time. So how about if we all together say, "You're not dreaming, you're watching cinema Insomnia."
I would love to do that.
3, 2, 1. You're not dreaming, you're watching cinema Insomnia.
We've all been staying up nights playing with this Mighty Men and Monster Maker kit. With this kit, your children can combine different chests, legs, and heads. Yes. They can color in scales, hair, or alligator skin. Very nice. They can make hundreds of monsters and heroes. Personally, I prefer the monsters.
I work within the field of science and making people feel better. And now it is firmly in your grasp.
You know what a worm is, junkie?
I swear, I'll pay you back all of it.
What are you spending your money on?
Stuff. Everyone grows old. Growing old is not mandatory.
I must admit, I do love the results of your work.
You are my creation.
Your mother's blood could be very valuable for Dr. Gruder's research.
So you want to buy her blood, right?
Yes. Amongst other things.
I've never been to a spa like this before.
You're the only spa guest being admitted today.
I knew you were heartless. I didn't think you didn't have a soul.
What a trip. You are a naughty boy, Dr. Gruder.
And he likes cats.
No need to call the police.
And this wasn't part of the deal.
Isn't it amazing? Gruder's a genius.
Laura.
You want to try your luck?
Nope, it's not safe. Feel better?
Where have you taken me?
To a place where the phoenix flies and your feet never touch the ground.
This is Mr. Lobo, and I'm here with our old friend Alaric Barca.
Yeah.
And you got some amazing art here.
Oh, thank you.
And Goat Metal Comics.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully the Goat Metal Comics things happen, but it's been a very slow process.
You've been drawing a long time.
Yeah, the shirts have really taken over the precedence because
everybody loves a good shirt.
Yeah, and mine too. Just but no, some of the shirt makers I'm kind of jealous of.
Yeah.
I won't mention how great the good ones because
there's a lot of amazing shirts.
There really are. Yeah, there's some that make me really jealous. But
you don't have to be jealous. Everybody's doing their own things, right?
Right. Yeah, totally.
We're only competing with ourselves ultimately, right?
Yes.
Is this how many Monsterpaloozas has this been for you?
This is my second Monsterpalooza.
Oh, okay.
Unless you count Sun, then it's 3.
Okay.
So I did
Son of Monsterpalooza is in Burbank, right?
It is, yeah.
And then this one here's in Pasadena. And so what, you did Monsterpalooza here, and then you did a Son of, and now you're doing another. So you want to show us some of these things?
I brought a portfolio of original art with me. I don't know if I'm over doing, but these are the actual pen and ink drawings that I do.
Now, do you draw in pencil first, and then you?
I lightly pencil.
Lightly pencil.
Sometimes I darkly pencil because I love fleshing. But we're starting to get away from. Anyway,
have you ever done any album covers?
I did. I started out doing album covers.
Oh, okay, awesome.
One of my he's gonna kill me. My friend Jaime Diodio, he's got like 6 bands or more, and I've done like Abhorrency and Defecator, and then there's a band in Mexico, Cancerberia. I feel bad for an Australian band called Violence. Some of the people were nice enough to put them on Encyclopedia Metallum, but not all the album artwork is up there.
It seems like there's a strong connection between horror movies and music.
Yep.
Why do you think that is?
I think there's something cathartic about artistic violence that go hand in hand. A lot of it, I think, really. I mean, I listen to Cannibal Corpse, so I think there's.
You too?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a more common band, but I couldn't think of. When I'm on the spot, I can't think of all the.
You're doing great.
My favorite band's Merciful Fate.
You're doing great.
But and they were We Summon the Darkness, that horror movie that came out. They actually used Merciful Fate as the band music in that, the one with Johnny Knoxville.
Right.
So I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I don't know where you stood on that one, but it's okay.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's just about girls tricking metalheads into coming back and being killed for a religious preacher.
Sounds fun. Sounds like a good time at the movie.
Feels like real life.
Are you going to do any shopping this weekend?
Here's what's really. So I was hoping to find some old Chaz Bolin books. But
Chaz Bolin. Now, who's Chaz Bolin?
So Chaz Bolin is. I keep saying it wrong. Chaz Bolin is famous for defending gore. Like when people were talking crap about Fulci, he was coming out and going, "Look, how can you say that Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a bad movie? It's one of the greatest movies ever made. How can you talk bad about Lucio Fulci films?" So he was like the defender of gore, and he even wrote gore novels, and so I'm just a big fan. He's passed away, but
I want to find that book.
Well, there's several of like the Gore Score and Deep Red, and so that's kind of what. That was a shock. Although, Severin Films always gets a bunch of my money. Think of Ethan.
Severin Films, they got some good stuff.
And Vinegar Syndrome. And the boutique Blu-ray shops right now are just really robbing my pockets blind. Because, there's. But anybody out there, I want an actual copy of Devil Fetus.
Devil Fetus.
I don't want a DVD-R.
Not a DVD-R, an actual copy. 4K restoration.
Yeah, that'd be really. I also
Fetus.
want a 4K restoration of Coffin Baby. So Toolbox Murders 2.
Maybe on a set. Coffin Baby and Devil Fetus.
Yeah, there we go. Asian and. But no, I just love gore.
Sure. And, why not? It's fun.
Well, that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
But not the rest of the country is not on my side for gore.
They're not bad movies, just misunderstood.
Right.
Good morning, Pedro.
Good morning, Miss Lenora.
Will you do me a favor?
You know I'd do anything for you.
Well, I want you to mail this letter for me when you go into the village. And it's already stamped.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll take that letter.
Dad.
Give me that letter. So you couldn't wait till my work was finished. You felt you had to write to your reporter.
Well, I just wanted to tell him that I was safe. If you remember, you made me go away without even saying goodbye.
There was a reason for that, my dear, a very good reason.
See anything of him? No. Not much use looking now. It's daylight, and he only prowls at night. Maybe he's seen something.
Yeah, take the last.
Good morning. Why all the armament?
We're looking for a wild varmint what killed a little child. Been looking all night.
You mean someone was killed by a wild animal?
Yeah, my little girl.
Oh, how terrible. How did it happen?
It come in through the window. My wife said the window was closed, but she must have been mistaken. Didn't try to take the baby away or nothing. It just seemed to kill just for the love of killing.
Did anyone see the animal?
Jed Harper did. He said it walked on its hind legs like a man, but that don't make sense.
I don't care whether it makes sense or not. I know what I seen. Come on, men, we got work to do.
What do you make of it, Dad?
Predatory animal that opens windows. That would be very interesting to science, wouldn't it? Its dominant urge is to kill and destroy even when unprovoked. A human characteristic translated into animal instinct. Animals rarely killed except for food or in self-defense. The eminent professor, Dr. Blaine, would be interested to study such an amazing animal, wouldn't he?
Well, come on in, Tom. Glad to see you.
Good evening, Dr. Blaine. I came in through the garden so as not to disturb your housekeeper.
Sit down. Even if Martha has dozed off, which I think she has, a full alarm of fire wouldn't disturb her. I have a faint suspicion that there is something besides my housekeeper's welfare on your mind. What is it?
Well, I'm after a story.
Well, quite a normal pursuit for a newspaperman.
An AP dispatch from Ashton down in the swamp country tells about a child being killed by a wild animal.
Well, that's a tragic thing.
Yes, a neighboring farmer saw the brute and swears that it traveled at a terrific speed on its two hind legs.
I understand they make a very potent corn liquor in that district.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I've a hunch there's more to this story than just a jug full of corn liquor. I hope that you could give me an angle I could work into a Sunday feature.
I don't know what you mean by an angle.
The possibility of the survival in the depths of the swamp of some of those overgrown lizards that used to be head men on Earth. I understand they traveled around on their hind legs and made our present-day public enemies look like horticultural specimens.
No, I'm sorry, Tom. I can't lend myself to that sort of sensationalism. True science, the search for knowledge, is on a far higher plane than that. It is worthy of being treated with dignity. And I feel that I owe an obligation to the people who respect my opinion. Your angle, as you call it, on prehistoric lizards is utterly fantastic.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was getting into such deep water. Well, I'll hang my head in shame and slink away.
No harm's done. Don't take it so to heart. Put your feet up on the desk and stay for a while.
Well, I can't now. I've got to get back to the office. But I'll drop around again. Thanks very much for the information.
I didn't give you very much. See you again, boy.
This is Mr. Lobo, and I'm here with Jim Moore, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, sir.
Of More Monsters. And we have an array of fearsome fiends here that you could get your drink on in.
Indeed.
Right? So you make these?
Yes, sir.
Wow, and how do you make one of these things?
These are they're sculpted in clay, cast in plaster, molded in plaster, cast in slip cast ceramic, and fired and glazed and fired. They've gone through the whole gamut, the whole crucible, and eventually they come out looking like this.
And they're made of ceramic, right?
They're all ceramic.
Wow.
Yeah, old school.
Old school. That's what. And this is It the Terror from Beyond Space. Is that what?
Close.
That is?
This is the Monster Piedras Blancas.
Oh, Monster Piedras Blancas.
I have had requests for it, and I'll get to him.
Yeah, I can
eventually.
see now. Yes, that's definitely the monster from Piedras Blancas.
Yes.
And of course, it's the Cyclops.
Yes, the Harryhausen Cyclops.
Harryhausen Cyclops. What's your biggest seller?
My biggest seller is you might have heard of for this guy. He's called the Gilman something or other.
Very obscure.
Yeah, very obscure.
Yeah, we've seen him once or twice.
A couple times, yeah. He might be represented in this convention in a couple places.
The third movie, he wore slacks. I thought that was very tasteful.
That was called The Creature Wore Slacks Among Us, wasn't it?
Yeah, slacks off the rack, I think. The creature wore slacks off the rack.
Gunny sack slack.
So that's fantastic. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been sculpting forever. I used to make Halloween masks. This used to be my thing. But I've been doing this since like the late 90s, and I really got into it about 2012. And I've been selling here since about 2015.
So you were here at this convention before it was Monsterpalooza, right?
Well, I would attend when it was Mad Model Party, and then it was Maskapalooza, and eventually it became Monsterpalooza. It became less of an industry thing, more of a pop culture thing, and it exploded into this.
It's massive now.
It's really big, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, Aaron and I aren't used to standing in line like this.
They didn't wave you to the front?
They didn't wave us to the front. We thought Starbucks was the end of the line. And then they pointed us to the very bottom of the block, and we thought that was the end of the line. And then we went back around the block again.
They got to find some more blocks for this thing. It's that big.
It's that big. It's going to take over the entire city.
With any luck.
With some of these monsters here.
And hopefully it'll be year-round, too.
So you had a horror host growing up?
My horror hosts were Mona Lisa, who lived on the moon and had a floating head as a pal. And she lived on a blue screen, chroma key moon set. Then the next one was Mr. Seymour, Sinister Seymour, out of KTLA Los Angeles, who is my real guy. And then there was Famous Morris, who was on Channel 13 in some mid-70s.
Wow.
And Elvira on Channel 9 in the 80s. And then the 80s came and, things just kind of dissipated.
And then you found Mr. Lobo.
And then eventually I found Mr. Lobo on OSI 74.
Oh.
It's midnight. It's the moon. And it's me. Muna as in you-know-where. Mona Lisa. Girl guide of the galaxies and heavenly hostess. At home. And entertaining.
Like you, I love to shred. But even a hardcore skate punk like myself slams once in a while. Have you been injured in a skateboard or skateboard-related accident? I can help. I'm Rad Abrams, skateboard attorney.
Dude, I can't even. I was lit AF.
Even if you can't even, and you were all AF'd.
Brad let me sleep in his dumpster, and he got me these bath salts.
That's right. I'll even get you bath salts.
What the f***? It smells like my grandma.
Don't delay. Call Rad Abrams and Associates today. Look for our ad in Pressure Magazine.
Follow me on Instagram. Later days, dudes.
Famous Monsters of Hollywood magazine names it Shock Award winner, the Monster of Piedras Blancas. The Monster of Piedras Blancas, the world's most shocking monster, stalks its unsuspecting prey, feasts its eyes on the next victim to writhe in its slimy arms. The screen's most nightmarish beast. A claw-fingered, scaly-skinned, half-human crustacean, turning a lonely lighthouse village into a frenzied bedlam of blood-curdling horror. Never have you known such cringing terror, such drawn by love to the forbidden cove of the sea monster, then trapped in a torment of unendurable suspense. In the screen monsterama of 1,000 incredible... See the movie named the most brain-paralyzing shock story of them all, The Monster of Piedras Blancas.
This is Mr. Lobo, and I'm miles away from Blobfest in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. But still, I see one of our old friends. Your name, please?
Heidi.
Heidi. Oh, hold on. You know what? I have something here for you.
You do?
Look at this.
What
your name is?
Heidi.
Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
Hi.
Hi.
So you are a devil girl?
Yeah, I just threw this together.
Oh. This is what you wear every day.
It's what I have in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's great to see you here. I come to Blobfest every year. Hello, Dash, Matt, Aurora, who's probably here tonight.
Yeah, oh, you think they're all here?
I think Aurora might be here.
Aurora
She's
might
here
be
sometimes.
Oh,
Or maybe it's just Midsummer Scream. Anyway. I
yes.
digress, sorry.
So you love this show? You do it every year?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your favorite things to look at Monsterpalooza?
Well, I love the, what's the word? Well, I love the jewelry, and I love watching, like, monsters getting crafted when they do, like, body prosthetics and body paint and all that.
There's some amazing artistry happening.
Yeah.
Incredible sculptors, incredible makeup people, creators.
Yeah.
I'm glad that there's tons of people here. I'm hoping that somebody is going to find something that they've never ever seen before that they can't live without.
Exactly. The odds are good.
Yeah.
The odds are good. Is this your first time here?
Yes, actually. I've been to a lot of monster cons, but never Monsterpalooza, and this has been a very warm welcome so far.
Oh, good.
Seeing a lot of old friends.
Oh, good.
And we're doing this, and we're showing a movie tonight.
Oh, you are?
We are.
In the theater?
Right over there.
Oh.
So why don't you introduce? And now Cinema Insomnia presents the next reel of tonight's movie.
And now Cinema Insomnia presents the
next reel
of tonight's movie.
Blaine. Surprised to see me?
Yes, I confess I am. Come in. Sit down.
Thank you. You shouldn't be surprised, Blaine. I told you that I'd come back when I could prove my theory to your complete satisfaction.
You say you've proven that wild theory?
But I'm here. You don't think I enjoyed your comments so much that I came back merely to hear you repeat them?
Any comments I made were an expression of honest opinion. I will retract any statement proven to be untrue.
Do you think that will cancel your obligation? Do you think a retraction will pay me for the humiliation of being held up to public ridicule, for having my scientific reputation blasted, for being forced to resign from an honorable position?
I deeply regret any possible injustice, but my rejection of your theory was not intended as a personal persecution.
I'm sorry. I apologize, Dr. Blaine. I suppose we're all prone at times to lose sight of the true perspective.
Well, let's say no more about it. I'll gladly consider anything in support of your theory.
I'm not asking you to take my word for anything. Just to believe the evidence of your own eyes. Pedro. Pedro, you sit here. This is my guinea pig.
You're aware of the nature of this experiment?
We've been doing this a long time. You may rest assured the experiment is a proven success. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
What good can come with tampering with the normal laws of nature?
A great deal of good. An invincible army, for one thing. You'll understand when you see the results.
I abhor whatever appears to be a perversion of science. Mingling the blood of man and beast is downright sacrilege.
I have no sympathy with such maudlin sentimentality. I propounded a theory which you denounce publicly as being ridiculous. The result of a disordered mind. Are you trying to squirm out of facing the possibility that you may be wrong?
Not at all. I will cooperate in any way possible.
That's just what I wanted to hear. I've given him one injection to prepare his blood for the transfusion. He'll need another in exactly 20 minutes.
Hello?
Is this Magnolia 37136? I'd like to speak to Dr. Lorenzo Cameron, please.
Just a moment, please. It's for you, Cameron.
For me? Hello? Oh, is that you, dear?
You asked me to call you and find out if you're returning tonight.
It's all right. I'll be over as soon as I can. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's my daughter with some friends. I'll have to go and get her. I shan't be long.
What about the second injection? You said it had to be given in 20 minutes.
Oh, yes, the injection. I may be able to make it. If not, I wonder, Doctor, whether you'd do it for me.
Why, yes, I guess so.
That's very, very kind of you. Pedro, you stay here and don't bother Dr. Blade.
No, sir, I won't bother.
Of course, it's quite possible, Doctor, if I don't get back, that you could ensure the failure of this demonstration by forgetting the injection. I'll have to take that chance.
Don't worry. Even if I lacked a sense of honor, pride would hardly allow me to stoop to such a level. I shall give him the injection if you're not here by 12.
At 12, precisely.
Hello? Hello, Fitzgerald?
Yeah, is that you, Blaine? Well, what do you want to drag me out of bed this time of the night for?
I've just had a surprising visitor, Lorenzo Cameron. He claims to have proven his crazy, outlandish blood transfusion theory and demands the right to give a demonstration. Yeah. No, he's not here now. He'll be back after a while. Why don't you come on over?
All right. I'll get dressed and be over right away. Expect me in about 10 minutes.
Are you at all familiar with the work Dr. Cameron is doing?
Oh, no, sir. I'm just handyman around the place. Nobody, not even Miss Lenora, knows what he does.
Oh, his daughter is still with him?
Oh, yes, sir. She's with him. But I think she's lonesome. She seems to be grieving about something.
Oh, that's an outrage. Cameron has no right to accept such a sacrifice from her. Oh, I don't like being a busybody, but she's such a fine girl, and a certain young man is just the tonic she needs to make her happy. Where do they live?
Dr. Cameron rented the old Danfield homestead house about 4 or 5 miles from Ashton. It was a fine place, but ain't been nobody lived there for a long time, and the weeds kept growing closer to the house till they about swallowed up everything.
Some movie. You know, we were going to shoot an Insomniac snack bar segment at the Pasadena Convention Center. But you know, it's always like $49 for a hot dog and $16 child-sized drink. So then we're going to do something that Mr. Lobo likes to call hotel tacos. Now that's where you bring a crock pot with you to the convention center, right? You have it up in your room and you cook a pound of chicken and a jar of salsa and a packet of taco seasoning all day, okay? And then when you come back from the con, your room smells amazing, by the way. You shred it with a fork and then you put it in tortilla shells. But honestly, even that right now seems a bit too spicy for Mr. Lobo's lazy tummy. So what I'm going to do is something that we like to call cinnamon toast. And maybe we'll have some hot Dr. Pepper to wash it down. Now, the first thing you need to do, number one thing you need to do is get some plain white bread. So just get 2 slices, quite simply get out two slices, here we go, of plain white bread. Now, the second number one thing you need to do is to put it in your 4-way bread browner. Now, they're available wherever 4-way bread browners are sold, and it takes about 2 minutes, and then they pop up all nice and toasted. Now, we don't have 2 minutes to toast these 2 slices of bread, but we did slice and toast these 2 pieces of bread just before the show. So the third number one thing you need to do is to add some horsen butteren, okay, or margarine, or I can't believe it's not margarine, or whatever, and spread it on there like so. Okay, and last but not least, certainly not first, but definitely last, add a few shakes of powdered cinnamon. You might want to use the shaker side. Here we go. Like that. And some granulated sugar. Oh. That's a lot of sugar. Did I say a lot of sugar?
Oh! Oh! Awooga! Get well or get stuck. You need to feel better, loser. Yellow Fever's here to cure what ails you with Gorilla Sticks.
You're gonna try to fix a sore throat with bananas?
Gorilla Sticks. That's a bono.
Oh, owie.
You're lucky you're sick. Yellow fever would put you down permanent. Gorilla Sticks for when you're sick. Don't mess with the rebrand.
I hate this.
That's because you're feeling punk, you gloomy Gus. You need Nana Fever's old world remedies to put you on the mend.
Wait, Gorilla Stick remedies? Really?
This is Nana Fever's cure-all, old world neck mash. Sore throat remedy, passed down for the generations. It's made of mush Gorilla Sticks, honey, and hard water. The potassium frightens the bacterial viruses.
Not actual science.
It can be taken by mouth.
Oh! Ah! Ah! Mm-mm.
Or rubbed on your chest. And you inhale the vapors.
Oh, hell no, Yella.
If that doesn't work, take these old Gorilla Stick pills, then you place them against the soles of your feet.
My feet?
Yeah, your feet.
Uh-huh.
Now, the pills, they cure your sore throat by reverse, sideways osteoporosis.
Also not science. Are you related to George Zucco, perhaps?
Probably.
No.
Take them socks off.
No, I'd rather die. Why don't you peel yourself off the bed and get down with the sickness during tonight's intermission?
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
This is Mr. Lobo at Monsterpalooza. You're not dreaming, you're watching cinema. Insomnia.
Wait till you see what I get from the refreshment counter. Oh boy, popcorn and candy bars and ice cream and oh boy, sparkling ice cold Coca-Cola. Oh boy, that tastes good. Have you been to the refreshment counter?
Remember, your favorite snack will taste especially good with world-famous ice-cold Coca-Cola.
You may have met a few people who like doing this sort of thing. They're a nuisance, I agree, but pretty harmless. You have certainly seen thousands like this. They're not a nuisance. They're a real danger. Hi, stop it, you. Stop it. Stop it. Come here. What do you think you're up to? You've probably infected thousands of people already. What do you think this is for? Yes, that's all right, but here's another way of using your handkerchief. Now sneeze. Come on. All right, never mind. Close your eyes. Now, handkerchief. Sneeze. Sneeze, handkerchief. Got it? Fine. Understand? Handkerchief, sneeze. See what I mean? That's the idea. Fine. Now you can carry on.
Okay. All right. Yep. I think I'm feeling better. I need to get to the show. I need to get to the show. Wait a second. Hey! Who strapped me down? Was I walking in my sleep again? What? You don't want me to go? I'm sick? No, I'm feeling better. Oh. Why is my neck all sticky? Ugh, what the hell is that on my feet? You're not dreaming. If you're just waking up, you've got con crud. Con crud. Hope you enjoyed tonight's intermission. I guess we're hanging back for day 3, but I'm still hopeful that we'll be feeling better before the show closes today. By pure coincidence, we're watching the same movie on cable from our bed. So to summarize the film so far, we picked up this charming vintage Viewmaster. Oh! Picked up this data disc and this charming vintage Viewmaster. Oh! Does anyone have any WD-40? You know, we'll have to lube this up before we use it. Instead, let's try another copy of John Stanley's Creature Features movie guide that we also picked up from a vendor. To recap the movie so far, let's see here. We've got, let's see here, Mad World, Mad Max, Mad at the Moon, we have Mad Mission 3, let's see here, Madhouse Mansion, Mad Doctor of Market Street, Maddest Story Ever Told, Mad Butcher. Here we go. The Mad Monster, 1942. PRC Quickie, directed by Sam Newfield with scientist George Zucco. What, again? As a madman mainlining a transfusion of wolf's blood into a farmer's bloodstream. And guess what it turns him into? Fangs McDonald. Zuko whips up the hairy creation into submission and sends him on errands of revenge. And don't forget a quart of milk on the way home. Rock bottom material. So bad it fascinates. Glenn Strange, who was to play the Frankenstein monster at Universal, is the wolf creature. John, they're not bad movies, just misunderstood. And speaking of experiments gone awry, Cinema Insomnia's Monsterpalooza Con Crud Con Crud Special now returns you to the second half of tonight's feature, The Mad Monster. The Mad Monster.
Oh, hello, Fitzgerald.
Oh, Dr. Cameron, I heard you were back in town. Blaine just told me that you wanted to demonstrate the proof of your blood transfusion theory.
He exaggerated when he mentioned demonstration. I told him I could prove my claim. But I don't think Professor Blaine is in a cooperative frame of mind. That's why I came to you.
What do you want me to do?
I'd like you to be present when I talk to him.
All right. I'll take a walk over with you.
Well, here we are. Oh.
Something wrong?
Well, just a little heart trouble. Nothing serious, but distressing at times. I'll be all right after I rest a minute.
Maybe we better go in the house.
Oh, no, in just a moment. What's the matter, Grunt?
Oh, a slight heart attack.
Want me to call an ambulance? No, I don't want an ambulance. I'll be all right in a minute.
Oh, just trying to help. What's that? Sounded like come from the house.
Come on in here. There's something wrong.
I'll say there's something wrong. Give me police headquarters and make it fast. Hello, Sarge. This is Dugan. I got a murder on my beat. Right away.
That's the work of an animal, not of a human being.
What do you know about this?
How could I know anything? I was with you. Officer, my heart's beginning to trouble me again. I can't be of any use here. I may as well leave.
Sure, go ahead.
I can't pretend to feel any great sorrow. But then my feelings are of no importance one way or the other. Good night.
just startled me. Oh, what's the matter? Why do you stare at me like that?
I don't know, Miss Lenore. I feel funny. I smell something in the mist coming up out of the swamp. It's like a voice talking to me, telling me to do something. Something terrible.
Oh, but that isn't real. That's just your imagination. You mustn't pay any attention to what that voice seems to be saying.
Pedro! What are you doing here? Go to your room. You've no right in this part of the house. Get out! Immediately! Wake up! You're dreaming.
I don't know what's come over me. I must have a touch of swamp fever.
That's very likely. Now go to bed. I'll get something for you.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry if I made a nuisance of myself.
Dad, what happened to Pedro? I'm terribly afraid.
There's nothing to be afraid of, dear. He just had a touch of fever, that's all.
Oh, that was more than fever. Well, his eyes were the eyes of a wild beast. He was possessed by a demon.
Now, dear, you know there's no such thing as being possessed by a demon. That's ignorant superstition.
Well, I don't care what you call it, Dad. But there's something here that's evil. It's real, and I can feel it. And I'm afraid. Dad, I can't stand it here any longer. Let's get away.
I can't go now, dear. I must wait till my work's finished. Pull yourself together, dear.
Oh, I won't be silly anymore. Nothing must interfere with your work.
You've been a very great comfort to me. I know what a terribly lonely life this must be for you.
We won't talk about it anymore, Dad. I just want you to prove that you're the greatest scientist in the world.
They'll soon have all the proof they want. I expect the eminent Professor Fitzgerald to pay me a call before long, and I shall be delighted to confound him with scientific facts that he declared were impossible. Now you go to bed, dear, huh? And have a good night's rest. Good night, dear. I'll look after Pedro.
Good night, Dad.
This is Mr. Lobo, and I am here with Casey Cordell. She's a creator of many fun and fantastic projects and skull-obsessed art. Is that true?
Yes, very true.
Oh, wait. Look at this.
Oh, hey! Yes, that's very true.
Yes. How long have you been doing this?
Well, I have been publishing this series since 2021. I have come out with one a year since then, so we're on a good track record.
Wow, that's a lot of material.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to keep it up. I have a lot to tell, and I just can't write them fast enough, you know?
What are your influences?
Definitely things like Buffy, watching that growing up, you know, it's probably where I get a lot of my voice from, a lot of that, you know, humor and stuff.
Would you ever want to see your thing turned into a show like that?
I mean, I would love to.
All right, producers, pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
So who are your characters in this?
So we have my main point of view character, who is Sebastian, who, like I said, he's just trying to live his life, you know? He loves music, trying to share music, but he keeps having to deal with monsters and bandits and his grumpy traveling companion. And that traveling companion, her name is Mesa, and somebody has to be the responsible one, right? Like, somebody has to keep us alive.
And what is this, which one is this?
So that's book one.
This is book one, and this is the character we're talking about then.
Yeah, he's not really a skull in the book, but
yes.
that is his skullification.
This is his avatar for the front of the book, for the purposes of the cover.
Exactly.
And you do all the art, too?
I do, yeah. So this is all my art. So I started with stickers based on these covers, and then I like skulls, so I kept it that name.
And well, I wish you all the success in the world. Like I said, I think your stuff looks great. It looks so fun.
Thank you.
And I think everyone should go and purchase a book from you right now. How can they do that?
KCCordell.com has all my information where you can find my books and all that stuff. It's Casey the... Like that.
Like that, yes, Casey.
Casey.
Not like, KC, like Casey and the Sunshine Band. KC.
Exactly.
Yes.
KCCordell.com.
KCCordell.com. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And we'll see you at the next Monsterpalooza, I hope.
Through the years, the mothers of America have had a kind of medical training.
Next.
They've learned from countless doctors and pharmacists that the way to take care of a cough is with Robitussin. And now at home, the mothers of America are putting this advice to work.
Next.
Robitussin, recommended by Dr. Mom. Which Robitussin is right for you? Ask your doctor or pharmacist.
The thing about changing the world. Once you do it, the world's all different.
With Sunnydale gone and the Slayers numbering almost 2,000, Buffy, Xander, and the gang must take the fight around the world to face an elusive new enemy intent on taking the Slayer population to zero.
It all ends very soon.
I think these boys were looking for a fight.
And now it's time for our lovely Real 7 girl, the girl chosen by you, the Monster fans out there, to boost our ratings in the last part of our program. And I'm also here with Pasher, who has the toughest job here at the convention.
I have no complaints.
Yeah. This is your handiwork here? You painted this?
Absolutely, hand painted with a little bit of airbrush.
And a lot of love.
A lot of passion, a lot of long hours.
A lot of long hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. Looks great.
Thank you.
It definitely is a attention getter. I'm sure the Monster Party folks appreciate displaying wonderful art and a wonderful model.
Thank you.
For today's show. And Ruby, is this your first time being painted on like this?
No, it's not my first time.
Oh.
I've been painted many times. We work together a lot, all the time. I love working with Pasher. So much fun, so
Very
much
talented,
talent.
yeah.
Oh my God, so much talent.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I consider myself very fortunate.
Second time here at Monster Party.
This is your her second time? This is your second Monster Party?
Yes.
You're coming back for a third?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Can't get
fantastic.
enough.
All right. Pasher, this is amazing work. Where can we find more of your artwork?
At canvasalive.com.
Canvasalive.com. Okay, well, and you're our lovely Real 7 girl. Would you like to introduce Real 7 of the movie?
Of course. Cinema Insomnia proudly presents Reel 7 of tonight's movie.
Dr. Cameron.
So, you're the owner of this haunted castle.
What do you mean, haunted castle?
Well, maybe I did just have the jitters, but I thought something was prowling around out there.
Did you see anything?
No, not even positive I heard anything. Just a feeling.
That's not very definite, is it?
Tom! It's good to see you. Can you ever forgive me for going off without saying goodbye?
That doesn't matter now that I've found you.
I see no reason for rejoicing.
Dad!
I buried myself in this out-of-the-way place so that I could work undisturbed, away from snooping reporters who only ridicule what they have not the intelligence to understand.
I had no thought of ridicule in coming here.
I'm not interested in your reasons for coming, but I would like to know how you happened to find your way here.
I found a message from Dr. Blaine after he was killed.
Dr. Blaine killed? Oh, how terrible.
Yes, apparently he was killed by some animal.
You knew about it?
I was with Professor Fitzgerald when it happened, and I saw him right afterwards. What was the message?
A memorandum to tell me about this old plantation.
So he meant to betray my confidence, just as he did before.
Well, I don't believe Dr. Blaine had any such thought in mind.
I don't care what you profess to believe. You belong to a profession that's obnoxious to me, and you're not welcome here.
Dad,
Keep quiet.
I won't keep quiet. Now, I've stayed here because I thought you needed me. But I won't have you treat Tommy like this.
No, don't get upset on my account. Things will turn out all right. I suppose you have a right to your own opinion. Good night.
Tom, wait. Don't go now. Wait till daylight.
Why?
I'm afraid.
Afraid of what?
Well, I don't know exactly, but there's something dangerous that prowls around in the dark. And I wish you wouldn't take this trip alone.
Don't worry about me. If I meet anything I can't whip, I can do a swell job of running. I'll be around tomorrow whistling at your front gate, if you have a front gate. Good night.
I wish you'd wait till morning.
I'm sorry, I can't do that. Good night.
Good night. Ed, if anything happens to him, I'll never forgive you.
He had no business to come here. I'm not responsible for his welfare.
Howdy. Sorry to bother you this time of night, but I've lost my way.
Come on in. Sit down.
You're a fool to be traveling around by yourself at night like this when the mist comes up from the swampland.
Oh, you mean the mysterious night prowler that's got everyone's imagination working overtime?
That ain't imagination with me, mister. That thing killed my little girl.
Sorry, I wouldn't have joked if I'd known.
It scared Jed Harper so bad, he went and got religion.
Well, say, can you give me some facts about this killer? What does it look like?
No one can tell you that for sure, mister. Because it never prowls only on nights like this when the mist is thick and nothing can be seen very plain. Jed Harper said it traveled on 2 legs. But you can't count on that because Jed was scared half out of his mind. Besides, the mist was extra thick that night. You better stay here the rest of the night, mister. I can't offer you a bed, but I'll make you as comfortable as I can.
Well, thank you very much.
This is Mr. Lobo, and I am here with the Monster Party podcast.
Yeah! Woo!
Normally, these guys, you hear them.
Yes.
You don't always see them.
True.
But we have the privilege today to see all of you, and you are...
James Gonis.
James Donis?
Gonis.
Gonis. James Gonis.
Larry Stroth.
Larry Stroth.
Matt Weinhold.
Matt Weinhold.
Sean Sheridan.
Sean Sheridan. And how long have you guys been doing this?
Been doing it for about 12 years now. Wow. Religiously every other week we've had a show.
Wow, that's incredible.
We have over 250 episodes, and those episodes often are 2 or 3 hours long.
You know, most podcasts don't make it past 10 episodes.
I know, it's like a band, you know, usually the boiling point for a band is about 10 years. And so I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to be with
You made it over the hump.
to the end.
Yeah. It just gets harder and harder to move the equipment around, right?
But what's cool is because we are fans of just science fiction, fantasy, horror, monsters, toys. We've had a variety of celebrities and guests on our show. I mean, we've had toy designers, we've had producers, directors, actors, comedians.
I did stand-up comedy for over 30
Oh,
years.
wow.
And so a lot of comedians come on the show.
Oh, that's
Greg
great.
Proops and Dana Gould.
Oh, wow.
And,
Great ones. I love
Jake
Greg Proops.
Johansson.
Jake Johansson, right.
Yeah, but the funny thing is you think, oh, it's a podcast, you all like the same thing. You know, we get into big arguments because we don't always like the same thing.
You don't want an echo chamber.
No, we're like,
that's not
oh, I like the thing. Oh, I like the thing too. No, we get into heat. Oh, the last Godzilla movie. I love it. These guys hate it.
We
You
do
know,
all like the thing.
But we do like the thing.
Do you have a favorite interview? Is there that you give your biggest, best interview?
There's so many. One of my favorites was Denise Crosby.
Oh, wow,
Because
she's
she really
great.
opened up. She became emotional about like her fandom, and she was fantastic. Yeah.
Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Was
That was
terrific.
great.
Wow. Yeah, I would imagine he'd be fun to talk
he was
to.
great.
Yeah.
For me, it might have been Stuart Gordon because as a big fan of Reanimator,
Yeah.
having him tell us these stories, and he admitted to us, he goes, I'd never made a film before. And he talked about the arguments he had with the DP, who
Yeah.
was trying to hide him. He goes, what's this crossing the line thing? He didn't understand.
Wow.
But he told so many great stories that just weren't known, and he had a blast. We had so much fun with him. And of course, he's not with us anymore, but I just felt really honored that we had him on the show and he had such a good time.
And Dana Gould, we've had him on several times, and not only is he a fan and really, really knowledgeable, he's hysterical. So it's always a good time whenever he's on.
Wow,
And
that's great.
he's been my friend for the past 35 years. He's the greatest.
I was going to say that one more time.
He's been my friend for the past 35 years, and he lives it. He really does. I mean, I don't know if you've watched Hanging with Dr. Z.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I'd love to interview Dr. Z.
you should. We might be able to help with that.
Oh, good. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah,
He's so great.
it's incredible. When that first started, I'm like, man, that's brilliant. I wish we could get that for OSI 74.
And that's Dana. That's the show that he wants to do.
Yeah.
He wants to be.
And damn funny too. Damn funny. Thank you, gentlemen. How do we hear it? Where do we hear it?
And anywhere that podcasts are...
Anywhere that podcasts are sold. Just ask anyone on the street about Monster Party podcast.
Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter. We're also on there. So look for us.
All right. Okay. So on the count of three, Monster Party podcast.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Monster Party podcast.
Quiet! I'm me, Fruit Brute, with my fruit-flavored cereal, Fruit Brute, part of your nutritious breakfast. Fruit on you! But delicious Fruit Brute has fruit-flavored marshmallows for the howling good taste of fruit.
Count Chocula's got chocolate marshmallows.
Frankenberry's got strawberry-flavored marshmallows. Fruit Brute, with the howling good taste of fruit.
Hello, it's me, Dr. Z. Coming in February, it's the all-new season of Hanging with Dr. Z. And it's gonna be a laugh riot. Fasten your hilarity harness. Things are going to get out of control. Join me, Rusty Steele, and the gang as we welcome a groovy group of guests for another guffaw-filled gabfest. We've packed the place with your favorite actors, comedians, and acting comedians. Goofty Magoofty. It's the all-new season of Hanging with Dr. Z. Coming Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2022.
And now it's time for another Insomniac mail sack. Actual correspondence. Actually heavy. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's from Mr. Lobo's mumsy. She sent me a care package. Oh, look! So much Nana candy. Oh, and thought you could read this. Might like to see this. Some interesting stuff about Dan Aykroyd. Oh, look. It's a newspaper clipping about the original cast of Saturday Night Live. Boy, she really knows my taste of 40 years ago. Oh, look at this. Some Saltese crackers. Oh, and some Celestial Seasonings teas. Boy, are they involved with the dark arts or something? Wow. Okay, so there's ginger spice and maple ginger and echinacea tea and Mr. Tea and tenacious tea and TNT. Wow, so much tea. God, even more tea. Let's see here. More tea. Even more tea. Ah, here we go. Theraflu. That's like medicine tea. Oh! There's some Lipton soup. If I want to live it up, I can do the extra noodle. Wow, sort of like food tea. Some honey. I can just put that in all of it. Oh! Ricola. Wait, is it more like this? Ricola. Yeah, better than Pine Brothers anyway. Oh! Sweet maple walnuts. Now this will make me feel better. Oh! And an adorable little Snuggie. Look at this little stuffy. Isn't he adorable? Yeah, that's going to be great. Yeah, this will certainly make Mr. Lobo feel better. You know what? If you're feeling sorry for Mr. Lobo, why don't you send your lozenges, laments, and loose cash to Mr. Lobo, care of OSI 74, Box 74, Ackland, Pennsylvania, 19310. And speaking of cures of chronic insomnia, why don't we return to tonight's feature, Mad Monster.
Keep you in a cage, you're of no further use to me. If you revert without my knowledge, you become dangerous. I hadn't thought of that possibility. On your couch, Pedro. Down! I couldn't disappoint Professor Fitzgerald. Down, people. Down.
Did I walk in my sleep again?
Yes.
Doctor, ain't there some way you could cure me from doing that?
I'm afraid not. It may be necessary to lock you up at night after this.
Oh, it don't seem fair to lock a man up just like he was an animal.
Seth Appleton started home with the jug under his arm last night. They found him in the swamp this morning. He'll never lift another jug.
Was he murdered?
Yep. And he weren't a pretty sight to look at, neither.
There must be some natural explanation for this thing you're talking about.
It's a werewolf. You can't kill him no way except by a silver bullet.
I can't see myself giving that story to the city editor. He told me right out of my ear.
That killer ain't human. You'd know that from one look at the body.
I saw a victim of just such an attack. I wonder if there could be a possibility of any connection between them.
I've been telling you all along. It's a form of a human who sold his soul to the devil. In the light of day, he walked like any other man on the earth. At night, he takes on the form of a wolf.
Then you never heard of any killings by strange animals around here until recently?
Why does he keep asking me all them questions?
Well, all newspapermen are like that. He doesn't mean anything by it. Well, you go ahead. He won't bother you anymore.
Yes,
Lenora, you must give some thought to your own safety and peace of mind. There's no normal reason for Dr. Cameron to hide away in a place like this unless...
Unless what?
Oh, nothing. Forget it.
Don't avoid the question. What were you going to say?
Lenora, I believe your father knows something about that creature responsible for the horrible killings in this vicinity. And I think the same creature killed Professor Blaine.
Well, that's a terrible thing for you to say. I didn't expect you to join the chorus against him.
Oh, I hope I'm wrong, but I'll do everything I can to learn the truth, no matter where it leads.
Good morning, young man. I'm very glad to see you. I want to apologize for the way I talked to you last night.
Oh, well, that's all right. I can understand how you must feel about the newspapers.
I didn't, what do you call, hang on to their punches.
Pull their punches. I know, they gave you quite a ride. But I didn't write any of that stuff.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm so sorry the way I received you. If you're interested in scientific research, I'd be glad sometime to show you what I've accomplished.
Well, thanks, Doc. That's very nice.
Now, if you'll pardon me, I'll leave Lenora to entertain you.
Okay.
That doesn't sound as if he has a secret to hide, does it?
Why, no. And I never before was so glad to be wrong.
This is Mr. Lobo, and I'm here with Karen Jean Alley, makeup artist extraordinaire. We're having a good time. We're at Monsterpalooza. Is this your first Monsterpalooza?
Oh, no. I've been going for, I think, 12 years now.
Oh, my gosh. 12 years. You're a veteran.
A little bit.
Yeah, maybe you could introduce me to some people.
Maybe.
Maybe, if we're lucky. So you've been doing makeup for a long time, too, right? How long have you been doing makeup?
Off and on, I think, for like 18 years.
Wow. That's incredible. And normally we see you in Northern California doing Northern California stuff. Here you are in Southern California doing Southern California stuff. Are you hoping to network here at the show?
Yeah, I'm hoping to do a little networking, see some stuff, get inspired.
They got lots of amazing makeups happening here.
Yeah, totally.
And you do both the beauty makeup and the monster makeup,
I
right?
do.
What's more fun?
monster makeup, of course.
Of course, of course. But the beauty makeup's really important.
It
The
is.
whole the rest of the movie's got to be about something.
Correct.
Right? Exactly.
Right.
Have you worked on some movies?
I've done some short films, no real movies, just documentaries.
You done some documentaries?
I have.
Oh, those are real movies. Well, we need you on a monster movie, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, producers. Karen is available right now to work on your monster movie. This is the best news you could possibly get. So jump on it right now. So obviously you've been coming here year after year after year.
Mm-hmm.
You like this convention, right?
I do. I don't think I've missed a single one.
That's incredible. Do you buy a lot of stuff?
I buy a little bit.
Yeah. It's hard not to.
Yeah,
You have some friends that you see every time?
I do. I have kind of the Monsterpalooza crew that I see.
Yeah. Are they makeup people or they do all sorts of things?
Some of them are makeup people, but they, not all of them. They do all sorts of things.
And do you have a favorite movie, like from a makeup artist perspective? Like, I'd love to work on a movie like that and do that kind of makeup?
I think the most inspiring movie for me was Legend.
Oh, wow. With Tim Curry?
Yes.
Yeah. Boy, the demon in that is incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. Like, how did those horns not crush him? Do you know the secret of that?
I know that they made them and then it ended up being too heavy and then they had to remake them and figure it out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a magic trick because those horns are enormous. If you've not seen the movie Legend, these horns are as big as a car coming out of the top of Tim Curry. Mm-hmm. It's really incredible. And then there's all the just amazing fantasy stuff all throughout, too.
Yeah, that movie was very inspiring for me as a little kid to want to do makeup. That and The Howling.
Okay, The Howling. Wow. So Ridley Scott, if you're watching, we need to make Legend 2 and get Karen on it. And The Howling. Who made The Howling? Was that Joe Dante? Who did The Howling? Was that Joe Dante?
Yeah, I think it was Joe Dante.
Yeah. So Joe Dante, he's a nice guy, right? He's going to help a girl out. He's going to give you some work. So are you here for the whole weekend?
I am.
Oh, you are. So you're one of those folks.
I'm a diehard.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. You see, we got our bouncer here who's keeping people out of the way here. This is important stuff. Karen, it's always delightful to see you.
It's good to see you.
You are one of our favorite people, and you always have a big smile, and we always just appreciate you. So hopefully we'll just keep seeing you at conventions.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll see you at the next Monsterpalooza. Do you want to say you're not dreaming, you're watching Cinema Insomnia?
You're not dreaming, you're watching Cinema Insomnia.
Why is this man breathing like he left his cold at someone else's house? Taking the time to read a book instead of reaching for a tissue. Relaxing in his favorite chair with muscles that no longer ache. Laughing instead of coughing. Resting instead of suffering. Why? Because instead of taking a cold tablet, he took NyQuil. A nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine. Now in new cherry flavor, too.
There is a balance to the universe. The struggle to maintain that balance is the stuff of legends. For there can be no good without evil, no love without hate. Life needs death. Innocence breeds lust. There can be no heaven without hell, no light without me. I am darkness.
this is Mr. Lobo, and I'm here with Shayna. 6 soaps, and my gosh, she is always, you've always got the goods.
I have all the goods.
And it's always something new, and I love your stuff, and it always smells really good. You want to show us some things?
Sure, what do you want to sniff?
Oh, I definitely want this.
You want to sniff a Fight Club?
The Fight Club soap, is this made from human, rendered
no, sadly,
humans?
it's all vegan. All the stuff is vegan.
Oh.
That one smells like cotton candy.
Oh, wow. That smells great.
It's the good stuff.
Yeah, that does smell good. Wow. You got a Stay Puffed?
Yep, he smells like toasted marshmallow.
Wow. Mr. Stay Puffed. These are great. You have what's the popular one this time around?
Well, this is a new one. I haven't had at a show yet.
The soap that bleeds. The soap that bleeds. So, tell me about this soap that bleeds. Is it like the old joke soap where you wash your hands and then the blood starts coming out of it?
I've actually never used any other bleeding soap. It was just an idea I had, and I tried it, and it worked the first time.
Okay.
Surprisingly, so it is. You get it wet, and it doesn't look. It's just an unassuming little red bar of soap.
Yeah.
But once you get it wet and you're using it, it looks like blood is
Oh,
washing off your
wow.
hands. It's good, clean fun.
This is great. Wonderful. Probably great in the shower if you're trying to recreate Psycho. This is amazing. And again, also vegan.
Yeah.
And it comes in a nice box.
Fancy. It's shiny too, isn't it?
Blood orange. That's a good choice.
There's blood orange. There's clean cotton, and there's
there's different
pumpkin
kinds.
spice. Yeah, there's a few different ones.
Okay, this one here is, I see, clean cotton.
I think pumpkin spice is elsewhere.
Pumpkin spice is probably
obligatory
sold out.
Pumpkin spice.
Yeah. Wow, this is great. So how long have you been doing this?
You know, someone asked me that a couple weeks ago, and I don't actually know. I think it's over a decade that I've been doing soaps.
And did it just occur to you, or were you always interested in making soap?
No, I found this little zombie toy that was basically just a head with arms coming out the sides. It's the stupidest thing you ever saw. And I put it in a clear soap with some crappy looking red dye around it. And then I sent those into the church's White Elephant gift exchange, and it turned into this. So.
Wow, that's amazing. I remember when I was a kid, I had a bunch of Star Wars soap, and I loved it. You know, I had a Lando Calrissian soap and a Yoda soap. And
was it like shaped like that, or like a thingy inside?
It was in a bar, but it had their shape on the front of it.
Oh, fancy.
You know,
I've never seen a Lando. What did the Lando smell like?
It smelled like Colt 45. Gets you every time. No, it was pretty great. It was. I don't remember what they smelled like, but I did remember just loving them.
Those are probably worth something now. I wonder if they still exist anywhere.
I know that mine got absorbed.
Used up?
They're absorbed into my body.
Ew.
Ew.
You got Lando in there.
That's right. We all have a little Lando inside of us, just a little bit. Deep down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love it. I love these things. They're so fun. There's just all these variety. It's all this color. It's like like going to a candy shop.
Yeah.
And what's great about it is it's a justifiable purchase.
Totally.
I need soap. I don't want to smell bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to buy all this monster stuff.
Yeah, if you're going to use soap, it might as well bleed or have Freddy Krueger or something in it. I mean, why not?
Absolutely. You have a website?
Yeah, 6soaps.store.
6soaps.store. Get clean and get dirty.
Do it.
Oh, Professor Fitzgerald, how in the world did you find your way down here?
Hello, Lenora. Your father wrote asking me to come. Is he here?
Yes, and he'll be very glad to see one of his old friends.
Ah, Fitzgerald, this is
Doctor?
an unexpected honor. I hardly dared hope that you'd accept my invitation.
Well, if you've made a worthwhile scientific discovery, I want to be the first to congratulate you.
I shall be delighted to give you that opportunity.
Well, the things that you two have to talk over are way over my head, so I'll leave you alone.
Oh, now, don't run away. I promise to limit myself to words of 2 syllables.
That'll take all the fun out of the discussion. I'll see you after a while.
Thanks.
Shall we go into the lab?
You wish? You're very secretive about your work.
I have to be to keep out intruders.
You seem to be excellently equipped.
Now, good tools are the first requisite of good work. Sit down, Mr. Professor.
Thanks.
I've discovered that certain extremely volatile elements in the blood, little more than particles of electrical energy, are the source of all physical growth and mentality by exciting the various glands and brain cells. I've learned how to extract and concentrate these elements from the blood of various animals. I can control evolution. I've discovered the source of life.
You're crazy.
That has a familiar ring. You told the newspapers I was crazy once, didn't you?
I didn't know that you invited me here to reopen an old controversy that was very disagreeable to all concerned. I came with the hope that you'd abandon impossible theories and accomplish something worthy of consideration.
And I suppose you feel yourself fully competent to judge my accomplishments. You and your hidebound associates, Hatfield, Warwick, and Blaine. No, not Blaine. He no longer is passing judgment on my sanity.
I believe you know something about Blaine's death. You were at his house.
But you talked to him on the telephone before I came to your house. Did he say then that he was in any danger of losing his life?
No. Nothing threatened him at that time.
And I was with you when he was killed. You pride yourself on not indulging in fantastic theories. What proof have you that I was in any way implicated in Blaine's death?
I have no definite proof.
You accuse me of being crazy for what I claim to have accomplished with this apparatus. But I can give you overwhelming proof of what I say. I can inject into your veins a substance that will give you the strength of 10 men. Or, following the line of evolution, how would you like a pair of donkey's ears? That'd go well with your type of mentality.
I certainly will not be the subject for any of your experiments. And I'm afraid it's useless for us to continue this discussion any further.
You're not leaving, are you?
I see no reason for staying. Open that secret panel.
So you don't care to stay and be convinced that you were wrong?
I don't care to be ridiculed by a charlatan.
Ah, ridicule. That isn't pleasant, is it? I know from experience.
I had nothing to do with that. It wasn't my fault if the public treated your crazy theories with the ridicule they deserved.
Fitzgerald. Well? Would you do me a favor?
What is it?
I have to send my hired man into town. Would you mind taking him with you?
All right. I can do that without any trouble.
Oh, thank you so much. If you'll wait at the car, I'll send him out to you in a few minutes. Now get in the car, Peter. Don't keep Professor Fitzgerald waiting.
I should have known this trip would be a waste of time.
I still hope to give you proof that you can't ignore. Remember me to Hatfield and Warwick when you see them again.
Why did Professor Fitzgerald leave so soon?
He wasn't impressed by the possibilities of my line of research.
Oh, well, don't be disappointed. There's no credit to his intelligence. You're a great scientist, and someday you're going to startle the world.
You're right, dear. I'll startle the world.
it is. It's Forrest J. Ackerman, the editor of Famous Monsters magazine. I mean, he was an idol to all of us kids, right? Right? What do you think of Monsterpalooza, Uncle Forey? Monsterpalooza? Isn't it great to see all of these monster kids buying monster stuff? Could you show me Dracula's ring? Is this Dracula's cape here? As you can see, he's amazed. Forrest J. Ackerman of Famous Monsters magazine is totally stunned by all of the amazing things here. And hey, how are you? Great. Are you representing Famous Monsters?
Yeah.
How are you? I'm Mr. Lobo.
Hey, Mr. Lobo, how are you?
Great. I love your accent.
Thank you. I love yours.
Oh, wow. That's something we have in common. You have Forrest J. Ackerman here.
Absolutely, we do. Yeah, courtesy of the fantastic Casey Wong. He's exhibiting over there on the other side. He's a very talented young man.
This is beautiful work.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be a monster show without Forey being here, right?
No, he's the granddaddy of us all, really.
He absolutely is.
Monster kid number one.
The granddaddy of fandom.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he attended the very first conventions in cosplay.
Absolutely, he did. Yeah,
you know, he
coined sci-fi.
He was
and
the
you're
architect
kind
of this.
Carrying on his tradition, you know. Well presented.
Well, thank you. I try to when I'm not all tangled up,
and
you know.
That's what I like to see.
Thank you. We both have a penchant for birth control glasses.
And these ones talk to me, so that's why I'm wearing them.
Oh yeah. What do they say?
They tell me everything I need to know.
Wow.
Secret speakers.
So are we selling the magazine here as well as merchandise?
The magazine is back. Yeah, this is the brand new copy.
This is the brand new issue right here.
The brand new issue.
Dracos, Master of the Cosmos, as played by Sid Haig.
Indeed, Sid was a dear friend of the current editor of Famous Monsters, and he always expressed that it was his desire to be on the front cover.
This is amazing.
And that's why we made it happen for him.
This is incredible. I interviewed Sid Haig on my show, and we talked about this. His character of Dracos, Lord of the Cosmos, from Jason of Star Command, and he said he was doing a 23rd century Diego. He's going into Shakespeare for this.
He was a very talented actor, you know. A lot of people don't know that there are many different facets to Sid Haig.
He was a sweet guy.
Angus Scrimm as well, another close friend of the editor. You know, he always said, I'd love to have been, he's very close with Forey as well.
Yeah.
Love to have been on the cover of Famous Monsters, so we're making that happen in the issue too.
Oh, this is fantastic. Well, I love this. You're doing amazing work. How much are these?
These are $20 each.
$20 each.
Indeed
Okay.
they are.
Well, that's cheap. So run out right now. Are they on newsstands?
Online, they're not available on newsstands.
Only online.
Conventions are online.
Look for them at conventions or online. The brand new Famous Monsters magazine. I'm stealing this one.
Billy D. Williams talks about the power of Colt 45.
You know, I've always heard about the power of Colt 45, but I was never sure exactly what that meant, so I got some, found out for myself.
Hey, Billy, you free tonight?
Works every time. The power of Colt 45. It works every time.
I must know who she is.
Dr. Igor Markov is waiting to see you.
But because you are the living image of my wife, she was taken away from me.
She doesn't welcome your attentions. I'm forced to ask you to stop annoying her.
He must talk to you concerning your father.
My father?
A disease so rare that medical science knows little about it as yet.
could you be so inhuman as to infect him with that disease in order to bargain for his daughter? You kept your secret all these years. You stole the name and laboratory notes from the man you killed.
He deserves to die.
You were clever, Markov. You have set yourself up as a Frankenstein and created a monster.
Put him on a chair while I prepare an anesthetic.
You can't take him like a wild animal.
His recovery depends solely on you. I can save you, Lawrence. I can cure you. And I will cure you on one condition. I want you to persuade her to be very agreeable to me.
No.
Here we are.
From the land
yes,
beyond.
From the land beyond. I was just segueing into that. From the land, and then would it be in from the land beyond?
Well, you know, it's, if you ever seen The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad.
Yes, oh yeah.
You say the magic words. What are the magic words?
Oh gosh.
From the land beyond, the land past hope and fear. I bid you, genie, now appear.
Oh right, wow.
It was a cross between that quote for my business, or it came from the basement. But then I realized that somebody had that name years ago in the 90s.
From the land beyond is awesome. The land beyond is awesome. And we've been friends forever.
Oh, jeez, yeah, it's been a while.
Remember the
07, maybe?
Maybe 07, maybe earlier.
Oh, earlier, that's right.
Because when we started doing WonderCons in the 2000.
That's when I first started seeing you, was at the WonderCons.
So maybe
and
2004,
I had the
2005?
little spinny pin to hypnotize and say the oath.
That's right. And that's right. You did have that. And then you also carried a lot of our DVDs back in the day.
Yep. All of them.
All of them, yeah. All the Apprehensive Films ones. And then Carly, she did all that sort of Lolita stuff.
Yep. All at the same time,
yeah. And we did SAC Horror Film Festival.
Yep.
The Scottish Rite Temple is Sacramento.
Yep. Got to see you do some horror weddings. That was a lot of fun.
We did some horror weddings. We did all kinds of horror stuff.
Yeah.
So you always have collected fine, rare, amazing things. You've always had art, a love for original art. I think I even did some original art.
Yeah,
for you.
I still own original art of yours.
God bless you. What's your treasure today? What's the thing you think that? What's the thing that is absolutely going to walk out the door before the end of the weekend?
I think I might have to keep this if it doesn't sell.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's already signed by artist Bernie Wrightson, and it's signed by actress Adrienne Barbeau. And I'm thinking about getting it signed by Tom Savini if it doesn't sell. This is a rare turtleback edition hardcover. These all were for libraries, and they would be stamped with the cards. This is an unused turtleback edition.
Unused turtleback edition of the Creepshow novelization comic book.
So if this don't sell, I might have to keep it, get it signed by Savini.
Wow, yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. And you do conventions every weekend, right?
Every other weekend,
every other weekend. Wow. Is this Monsterpalooza a good show for you?
This is one of our best shows in the entire year, and we do a lot. Yeah.
Everybody who's anybody wants to be here. I've seen film directors and famous actors and all sorts of people digging through your boxes, Anthony.
Yep.
It must feel good.
It does. It's great.
So if somebody would want to, find you or find your shop, where you said it was in Reno?
Yeah, Reno, Nevada. Junkie and Uncle Junkie. We got 2 stores out there. And Booktown Books in Grass Valley, California. You can find me on social media under From the Land Beyond. From the Land Beyond on social media. Anthony, it's so great to see you. Great to see you. This is so incredible. It's like the old days, you know? We should share like a $9 corn dog in celebration, right?
Hey, that sounded like it came from over there. I didn't see a thing. Professor Fitzgerald.
Is he dead?
He's still alive, but unconscious. Where can we take him?
You can take him over to my place, but the old Danfield house is handier.
We'll take him there. I don't know how badly he's hurt. One of you men go for a doctor. Come on, give me a hand.
Take it easy, fellas.
Dad, please come to dinner. You know I don't like to eat alone.
No, I'm not very hungry. You go ahead with your meal.
Are you feeling discouraged because Professor Fitzgerald was unsympathetic?
Fitzgerald's opinion is of very little value.
I'll answer the door.
Come on in.
Tom, what happened?
I found Professor Fitzgerald badly hurt.
Oh, bring him in. Take him upstairs. Tom, how did it happen?
Oh, he's another victim of that mysterious werewolf, or whatever it is.
In here.
Easy now. Get his head up there. Yes. One of the men went after a doctor. He should be here before long.
There's nothing more we can do here, so we'll keep hunting for that killer. You don't need to come down with us, ma'am. We can find our way out. Good evening, sir. That devil got another victim.
Yes, so I see.
I was surprised to see Professor Fitzgerald in this neighborhood.
He came to see me. How badly is he hurt?
I don't know yet. We'll find out as soon as the doctor gets here. When he regains consciousness, we'll find out who or what has committed these horrible killings.
Yes. It'll be very interesting to hear what he has to say.
Since this awful thing happened to him, I can't feel any resentment over the way he treated you.
Did you quarrel with him?
Yes, we quarreled. So I suppose you think that I went after him and dragged him out of the car.
Dad.
Newspaper training seems to breed a suspicious nature.
I wish you wouldn't try to antagonize him.
I wasn't trying to antagonize him. He didn't give me a chance to finish. I was just going to ask him if anyone was with Fitzgerald when he left here.
Well, I can answer that. Pietro was with him.
Pietro?
Yes, he drove him into town. But surely you don't think that...
I don't know what to think. But I will know as soon as Fitzgerald comes to.
I'm inclined to agree with Dad about your imagination. It's fantastic.
Maybe so. But didn't it strike you funny that we didn't find Pietro around when we found Fitzgerald? Look, darling, please don't snap at me just for trying to add things up.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. He's still unconscious.
Oh, he must regain consciousness, even if only for a few minutes. So much depends upon it.
That must be the doctor.
Oh, I'll go down with you.
You're not dreaming, you're watching Cinema Insomnia, and I'm here with Deborah.
Caruth.
Rue, how are you?
I'm doing great.
You look great, fabulous. I love your ensemble. I love this hat. Did you make this cane?
Yes, I did.
What is this?
It's actually plaster of Paris.
And you sculpted?
Yeah, I sculpted it, and then I'm going to make them old.
Oh, wonderful.
But I put little glass eyes in.
Oh, I love that. That's a nice touch.
And he's
always
gotten
looking
a bit,
at you.
Yeah, he's gotten a bit fatigued. And he does have a little tiny pocket watch, but he's not wearing it today.
I see. It's supposed to be Alice in Wonderland themed.
Right.
And I like the patina on
Yeah.
him. It gives it something. I
Yeah.
think. And then the hat too. You made the hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. So you're just a creative person, right?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Kind
make
of.
costumes.
I do, absolutely.
Yeah. What kind of costumes do you make?
Oh gosh, anything. I did a whole series of dresses from the Disney princesses for a fellow who had a party company, a children's party company, and sent princesses out to the parties.
That's serious business.
Yeah, and I pride myself on making movie accurate costumes.
Wow.
So I don't fake it, but it does take time.
Wow, well, that's awesome. That's incredible. And this your first Monsterpalooza?
No, we've been coming for years.
Yeah? How
I'm
many
usually all dressed
Monsterpaloozas?
up, but I didn't get dressed up today.
You mean more dressed up?
Yeah. The first horror host I ever saw was back in the early 70s.
Yeah.
And he was named Seymour.
Sinister Seymour.
Yes.
Yes, he was
And-
he was the local guy here.
Yeah.
hmm
And he drove around in a hearse.
Big black floppy hat, right?
Yeah. And Saturday nights and Sunday nights, everybody. I had a house by then, a little house. I was renting, and all the friends would come over, and that's what we'd do. We'd sit and watch Seymour all night, and next night.
He was amazing. I think his show was called Fright Night, wasn't it?
Fright Night, yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge tradition here
Yep.
in the
Yeah.
Los Angeles area.
Really missed him. And then, of course, Elvira.
Elvira came after. Yeah, was it the same station or different station?
Gee, I couldn't tell
okay.
you,
Okay.
but I did meet Elvira.
Cassandra or Elvira.
Yeah,
I've met
Cassandra.
both.
I made what's called a soft sculpture, which is which would be an image that's made out of nylon. You've probably seen these butlers and things that are nylon, but they always look kind of phony.
It's like those weird, like they'd have those old lady faces and stuff,
Yeah,
right? And,
okay.
and like
Yeah,
out of nylon filled with batting or cotton, right?
Yeah, but the kind that I make, that were taught to me by a lady named Lisa Lichtenfeld, these are, or they can be, true to life.
Oh, really? I'd
And
love to see
so
that.
I made a true to life version of Elvira, about so tall, and I made a black Pegasus for her to sit on.
Aw.
And I called up her agent and told her, and I got to take him over and talk to her in the dressing room while she was getting ready one day.
Oh, how lucky! Wow.
And gave those to her.
That's awesome.
But I'll send you a picture
And
of
how
it.
was she?
She was a doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was very, very, very sweet and, appreciative. And that was early in her career. And I think it was all still kind of new. But we talked about a lot of things about costuming and her costuming and how it worked and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so there's a lot of magic tricks going on with her costume. It takes her a while to get in it, and I know that she talks about how difficult it is. Every year that goes by, it's a little bit more difficult to want to get into all of that, to make that magic happen that goes along with that costume. She was always very encouraging to me. She gave me a lot of advice. We did some panels together and some live shows together.
Oh, cool.
And it's nice to see that she's as good to her fans, too.
Yeah, she's a really sweet lady.
And we'll have to, I don't know, we need a horror host panel here
That
at
would be very
Monsterpalooza.
cool. You know what?
You get Cassandra in there,
Yeah.
and Mr. Lobo,
Right.
and maybe Svengoolie or Joe Bob or whoever else.
That's a great idea. I will tell them that, and
Pitch
I will.
that to them, will you?
I will
Put
push
in a good
for it.
word for
Yeah.
Well, it's so lovely to
Yeah.
meet you in person, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching the show. And why don't you want to look in the camera and say, "You're not dreaming, you're watching cinema, Insomnia."
You're not dreaming. You're watching Cinema Insomnia.
My pet monster.
He's bigger than big.
When he fights battles, he always wins.
And he's your friend, too.
He breaks his chains.
Put him on you and break away, too.
With my pet monster, you're busting loose.
He's big.
And scary.
And helps people, too.
And he's your friend, too.
My pet monster plays all day.
Tough.
Awesome.
Looking great.
And all your friends will want him for their friend, too.
My pet monster has breakaway chains from Amtoy and American Greetings Company.
Hidden within each of us is a secret desire to destroy. Each of us would like to be able to become the other being, to know the master makeup artist's magic. How to make a monster. Behind the scenes in Hollywood's wonderland of make-believe, where pretty girls parade their pulchritude terror stalks with the stealthy steps of death. And death following death permeates the very air you breathe with horror. See the Master Monster Maker's Chamber of Horrors in color. How to make a monster.
This is Mr. Lobo, and I am here with everyone's third favorite art. No.
Third favorite artist,
No,
Skinner!
that's not true. No. Skinner!
Number 3!
No, we're number 3.
We're number 3.
You don't do a lot of conventions, right? In fact, you've been kind of outspoken to a certain degree about doing conventions. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I feel like it's a racket, and it's sort of a... I feel like conventions and most institutions and industries that benefit from artists place artists almost like last in line for who should be considered for their contributions, and the only reason any of these things exist is because of artists, and that we actually do hold all the power. All we have to do is organize a little bit. So that's you know.
The reason I brought that up is I think what you said was really important. I think that the artists and the vendors are kind of the life's blood of the show.
Yes.
And they don't get to enjoy the show as much as anybody else.
Totally.
And they're footing the bill for it all.
Yes.
You know, every time I see your art, you go through another evolution.
Oh, thanks.
You know,
That's
and
cool.
it gets more and more detailed and intricate and layered and
insane.
brilliant.
Brilliant.
No,
Oh,
brilliant.
thank you.
No, brilliant. And you do films too?
Yes.
That
working on some film.
animated short that you did was unbelievable.
Oh, thanks. I have a stop motion horror fantasy movie that we're finishing up. It's finishing being edited right now. It's called Shrine of Abominations.
Stuff, yes.
Here's sort of a Lord of the Rings Balrog illustration. You can see the Balrog. I went with the more Ralph Bakshi style.
Oh, wow.
And there's Gandalf and all these guys.
Wow.
Yeah, this is an unofficial.
So is this a black light?
Yes, black light reactive poster.
Wow.
This is the Baba Yaga. She's in her hut there, and she's got her 3 sisters.
How do you say it? Because I say Baba Yaga. What do you say?
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
When I was in Russia, I went there to paint some murals, and they told me how to pronounce it right.
So all right. So there are no more entries. We have a winner.
Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
But you can say whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not here to police you.
Take that, John Wick.
Yeah. And so, the sisters are on, sitting on the house together. And then this is like a giant psychedelic, kind of a godhead thing called the higher nature. And it exists to manage the things that you don't know about, nor can you conceive of. Sort of like God, I guess.
Wow. See, now when I look at your work, I do think of 70s posters.
Yes, well, that's.
I do think of comic books, though.
Yeah.
I think of, I still see those Marvel comic influences.
Oh, yeah, dude. Jack Kirby, for sure.
Yeah.
And then that's a dungeon.
Oh, wow.
That's like a crazy Dungeons and Dragons dungeon.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Here's like sort of the foil version. This is screen printed on foil paper.
Wow, that's
And
beautiful.
Thank you. And so there's like kind of a David Bowie style Dungeons and Dragons. And
Wow.
then this is where the heroes are coming into the
Have
labyrinth.
you ever done, I was assuming you've done album covers. You must
Oh yeah,
have done.
Mastodon,
Yeah?
High on Fire. Yeah, the High on Fire album record that I did for Electric Messiah, they won a Grammy. That album won a Grammy. I was pretty excited.
Oh,
They showed
wow.
my art and stuff.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, that was cool.
Now, is Skin Crawl your company? Or
Skin
what?
Crawl is my horror anthology magazine. So I
Oh.
started, during the pandemic, I just started writing stories and drawing comics, and I did really crappy oil painting. So I tried to make it look like you'd find it at
Wow.
a garage sale.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, I love
these
this.
kids are on a bicycle.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Well, I'll give you some to take with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
this is great. I don't have to steal it like I
No,
did the
no.
other.
But, it's like a horror comic. Oh, this is the host, by the way.
Oh, that's great.
A rotten little hand named Rotten Raleigh.
He's the horror host of this.
He's neurotic. He got cut off of in the first issue, you will find that he was a cursed hand that was controlling a Puritan, and he was drawing evil drawings, and then all the witch hunters came and chopped the hand off of it.
Wow.
So anyways, some little kids found the hand later on. But anyways, so you can see lots of, this is this is the most insane. And there Raleigh's.
Is Bernie Wright's an influence?
Oh,
too?
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But look, Raleigh is seeing his psychiatrist, and they're talking, and they're having a conversation about what's wrong, But also, if you see this, I came out with these like high-end fancy statues.
Wow.
So these are my statues. Like now that I'm looking at them, they're so ridiculous. But this is Welcome to the Machine. This is a cosmic death-eating creature eating these like titans.
Oh, wow.
And then this is a wizard, Gorax, the monster maker.
And did you partner with someone to get these made?
This guy, this company here. And then
House
this,
of God?
Yeah, and then this is another figure that I made, the relic of
wow.
Jupiter.
Wow. That's incredible.
I know.
Your stuff is so intricate.
Thanks. So
Amazing.
yeah, this is PA. He owns House of Gog. They produce these.
Oh, how are you?
And then they're
Beautiful.
releasing these, so it's cool. But they're doing like the crazy high-end fantasy statues, and it's. I feel like I'm getting away with a lot.
You're getting away with murder.
I know,
my friend.
constantly.
Oh, Doctor, I'm glad you got here.
I'm glad to get inside. There's a humdinger of a storm coming up. Where's the patient?
Upstairs.
Oh, good evening, Doctor. Will you go right on up? You stay down here, dear. There's nothing you can do.
I hate to leave you, but I must question Fitzgerald as soon as he's able to talk.
Reckon it's a little late for me to help. The man's dead.
Dead?
Yes, that's too bad. We were hoping he'd throw some light on a matter of great importance.
Well, I'll be getting back to town before this storm gets worse. I'll send the coroner out.
night, Doctor. There's no necessity for you to stay any longer.
Oh, yes, there is. I want to ask you a lot of questions, mainly about Pedro, that servant of yours.
I can't be bothered with any more of your questions. They're only prompted by your fantastic imagination. I must ask you to leave at once.
Wait, you'll do some more talking, whether you like it or not.
You're making yourself very unpleasant.
I haven't even started yet to be unpleasant. If my hunch is correct, I'll prove you guilty of murder. And in the meantime, I'll get Lenora out of this madhouse.
You will prove nothing. My daughter stays here with me. Pedro, what are you doing? Pedro! Pedro! Get back! Pedro! Pedro! Get back! Pedro!
You wait here. I'll go get him.
Where? Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Mr. Lobo slept soundly through the last 4 reels or so of that movie, you know. I feel great, you know. My throat feels better. My headache is gone. I can stand up. What's that, Miss Mittens? What do you mean the convention is over? I mean, it's still early in the afternoon. What time do they close on Sunday? It's Thursday? That means I've been sleeping for 4 and/or 7 days or so. No wonder I feel so refreshed. Thanks for catching Cinema Insomnia's Con Crud with Mr. Lobo. Did you just call?